Okay, so I'm going to share something with you. Work-life balance is all I have to say today. I learned that you're not going to be productive if you don't write your problems down and also write your goals down. So this simply means I have a couple of obstacles, I have a couple of things bothering me, there's something I regret about the past, I wish I had done it better. Write those things down because it's never too late to correct the past. Like a few days ago, I was really mad at myself for my company wasn't structured that much. I had a LinkedIn personnel come audit my account. I wish I had written this. I wish I had done this. I wanted to start the dannyokec group, review. I wanted to also have a dannyokec learning hub where I get to teach people how to create softwares, for free, which is like make videos daily. I want to do my cooking video where I teach people how to cook. I want to be able to do workout and show people how to work out. I want to be able to talk wisdom, relationship, business advice. You see how the bucket list keep getting bigger, and a part of you feels okay, fine, which one are you doing? And a part of me keeps on saying, why can't you do all of them? What would you be doing with life aside making productive content? I want to be everywhere. I want, when I'm no longer alive tomorrow, my videos are everywhere. Those are memories of me. Thank God for the 21st century. In the past, if you die, you're gone. There's nothing to hold on back, except probably an artist had drawn a portrait of you. But now you can actually make memories, impart wisdom. Not like it actually cares, because the moment you're gone, you're gone. But at least I think I would love metadata of me for good, for what I feel is for good, split that everywhere. So work-life balance. Now, getting to achieve all these things sounds like it's too big. Me myself, I'm always born out. You see me being worn out. See, I learned the real concept of achievement. In order to achieve anything, you need to learn how to do one after the other. Spend more time planning, spend less time executing less. The time planning should be more of making research, calculating 360, and execution should just come in less. Execution should never be what you do more, it should be more of planning. And now it sounds like that's what a lazy man does. He sits all day, he plans all through, thinks all through. But the difference is a lazy man never executes, and a man who always executes never gets, to achieve a whole lot. So the sweet spot between achieving a whole lot, it's just you thinking more and executing. I think there was a video I made the other day where I talked about what was it called again? On that listen, I talked about I'm trying to remember the topic because I'm still driving and my brain is trying to go back to think about something I'm supposed to tell someone. So, okay, beautiful. Seems a car is trailing me. Not so sure. Let me clear on the road first. I'm really kind of very sensitive whenever I'm on the road. That was part of even what I wanted to make we should do, of what my security detail would be like, because I stopped moving with one, but I'm making replans for it. Thank you. What I wanted to talk about, the sweet spots. I wanted to talk about what I discussed the other day about hard work not making you rich. It's not by working all day. I mean, you don't work more than the bricklayers. You don't work more. Have you seen people who work in the factory? People who work on production factory. They wake up every blessed day. They lift lots of engines. They connect different devices. The ones in building, the architect has drawn out, the contractor is there, every single person on site is working. Before you see a house being built, it takes lots of labor, lots of sweat, lots of manpower. If you go to a factory where they produce virtually anything, people work on that factory morning, afternoon, night. They're assembling products, they are dispatching products, they're manufacturing products. It's basically all work. Now, does this constant hard work, does it in any way affect them, like to grow geometrically? Like if I work in a factory right now where I produce soap, right, and I wake up every day, I'm supposed to mix up the chemical, put it in the engine, clean, and in a day I can make like 1,000 bars of soap, 2,000 bars of soap. Now, is it possible for me to somehow work so hard and then suddenly I'm now a multi-millionaire that is buying a house in Miami? The truth is the chances are quite low. even if I X5 and I start producing 10 bars of soap, I have a problem of, okay, fine, maybe before I used to make in a month 1 million, it's not 5 million. Will it really help me buy an house in Miami, which is 1, 2? Even if I increase my production of soap, do I have people who will be buying it immediately? You remember that for every single service or goods you produce, what actually affects what would make you a billionaire, it's actually your what is it called again, it's actually your customers. Now understand why all the wealthy businessmen, they see customers as their life, because I can be producing 1,000 bars of soap and I decide to double up my hustle. I work every day, increase everything, employ more manpower, and I start producing 10,000 soap. Do I have distributors who will buy that 10,000 soap? Do I have a market for it? Or is it when I produce 10,000 soap now daily, there will now be overproduction? That means you now have so much, remaining. So if I increase my distance, it doesn't simply mean I'll be rich instantly as well. I mean, then I'll still get to burn out myself. Probably I would even employ more workers if there's a factory. If I'm a contractor, let's assume I'm a laundry guy, I wash people clothes, and for every day I wash clothes, people pay me. Now you're saying hard work. If I'm a laundry guy and I start overworking myself, I'm now going from one house to another house, one estate to another estate, I'm picking up everybody's clothes, and I'm constantly trying to wash in hopes that I'm doubling my hustle, or I want to put up more hard work, I want to grind more. Does that mean I'll be able to buy a Range Rover? So you're not getting to see that it is not the term hard work the way people put it. People make it sound like once you start working hard in anything you do, you'll be able to buy a house and buy a private jet. No. There's certain things that can really give you a private jet. There's certain things that can help you buy a yacht. And it is simple. It is something that has a big market for it that you can monopolize. Any other thing you put hard work in, you're only going to be rich or probably wealthy. I've seen lots of athletes, they put in hard work, they start singing good music, or they put in hard work in sports, they start playing better, they become better sportsman, good, maybe get more dues, fine, they increase them. If he's a footballer, he gets signed like by a bigger team, beautiful and perfect. Okay, now he's making more money, fine, but the moment he actually stops playing, or the moment that person stops singing, there's likely going to be a reduce in the inflow of money. So this simply means that, so if I'm building up my journey to be very wealthy, I don't want a wealth that will be directly proportional to my hard work. So what happens when I can no longer work again? Or what happens when I'm no longer the one reading, I'm no longer the artist with a nice song, or I'm no longer that athlete that that is on the field? What happens? So the real wealthy people, I've been studying them this 2023 because I know I'm definitely going to be a billionaire. And why I'm studying them so hard, I'm getting to notice that billionaires are not people who did what they love. They're people who did what was wanted. They made their research, they looked for what people were lacking, and they provided it, and they looked for markets that they had a very large opening to. And as each time goes on, it wasn't them increasing their hard work, it was them reaching out to more customers. Their hard work doesn't matter. It is more of reaching more customers and the quality of the customers. So even if I'm producing pure water, if I double up my distribution, or my production rather, and my distribution is not ready to chest it, is a problem. But in a nutshell, what would really make me achieve my billionaire goal is to carefully do the following. 1, work-life balance. No be bad to kill myself, to wake up every day, code software, it would be like me blood come from my nose because I me work past everybody. No, it is not about that. It is not about overworking myself and killing myself. It is not about doing so much at once, or having this very crazy deadline. Oh, if I don't make it by this year, I fit die. That's what I said. I said that if I don't become a billionaire in 2023, I'll kill myself. I don't even know why I said that, but it simply means I burnt down the whole ship. And I said, it's either I make it or I make it. There is no two ways for me. But now, the second mistake I made was, how do I make it? It shouldn't be about doubling my efforts. And my efforts shouldn't really be directly proportional. In fact, wealth is built not by really hard work, but by smart work. There was a point where back in those days, people would, produce cassettes, they will produce CD plates, shoot a movie, and then they will start writing each of the movies to the CD plates. Then they will now print paper. So in order for you right now to watch more movies, or to produce more movies, or to sell out more movies, you have to buy more CD plates. You have to take it to a factory that will package these movies into a KC. Then the KC will not be so much, then people will now put it to the marketers. They will now buy it, So if I produce 1 million CDs of my movie, and I require 1 million customers, and I will also require 1 million people who will assemble those CD plates, print on them, package them, and then I will now expect 1 million customers. Now, do you know what you should actually focus more on? It is how to get the 1 million followers and to reduce the stress, work-life balance. I'm telling you about Netflix that doesn't produce one single CD plate. Netflix just puts the movie on the website, and they focus all their attention on how to get people to sign up and pay every month. And now Netflix is actually bigger than Blockbuster. That was one of the biggest, CD plates, what's it called again? Distributors. So Netflix now has beat them, followed by Prime TV. You now see that people who are producing are not making much money. Why? Because when you double up hard work, it takes manpower is expensive. So for instance, now everybody wants to use robots to work because robots makes things easy. It's different from paying people salary. If I'm in a factory and I buy a machine that seals something, that machine will be able to, let's say pure water, that machine will seal 10 million naira worth of, or 10 million bags of pure water, 10 million bags of pure water. It will seal it. And the only thing that I will need to do will be to be maintaining that machine or that system. But if I'm to pay someone for that 10 million, the person will one day come here and ask me for a raise in salary. My followers, I wish I can continue this conversation more, but I want to go back my head now. But what I'm trying to say now is I'm not going to be doing things in a very hard way anymore. I'm going to be doing things in a very smart way. I'm going to make sure I find the lowest way that I won't stress myself, but I will get the highest result. And I'm not going to be doing business based on what I love. What I love doesn't pay the bill because you're not the one buying it. If what you love, it's what you want to focus on, I don't know, but just focus on what people need. You should be thinking more about how to reach out to as many customers as possible. That should be the high priority. And once you have this mindset, man, and I think that's the mindset I want to adopt. So from tomorrow, we're starting up a journey.